This week's episode is proudly sponsored by Texas Roadhouse, where there's legendary food with legendary service. Go.
Still on my water game.
Still on your water game.
Yeah, how's that Mondays at the gym treating you?
Oh, jeez.
Can we start over?
Right in. We are cutting right in.
Why are you so mean to me?
Yikers.
I just wish that the people had a recording of 5 seconds ago.
Yeah, if only we had the technology, but
Man.
we simply don't.
Anyway, so we restarting? Go ahead.
No,
hit
we're
that.
not
Hit it
restarting.
again, hit it again.
Welcome back to What the Podcast. I'm Ryan.
I'm John.
Together we are.
Ryan and John.
On the couch as always, Annie the Skovmand.
Wave to
Did
your
you
camera.
miss me?
Wave to your camera.
The lovely.
Kind of a weird 2 weeks. Like
Kind
it
of
was
a-
us and Cara, and now it's us and Annie.
You know, here's the thing about a weekly show, and we made our bed, so we're lying in it here.
Yeah.
Is that the end of summer thing? Everybody's got stuff going on.
Well, not everybody.
Everybody's got stuff going on. Really? Could you record yesterday?
No, but Tuesdays,
Can you record tomorrow?
Tuesdays
Can you
is the
record
day,
tomorrow?
Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but like, what you're so like.
I'm just saying,
You're
not
the only
everybody
guy I
has
know
something.
that
Guys.
lost his job and got
Guys.
more booked for his schedule. That's all I'm saying.
Dang. That's not the truth, though.
Yeah, it's true. I'm sorry.
Go ahead,
Don't
Annie.
let, don't let this tear us apart.
Hey,
Remember,
hey, that was hard. Should we start
Remember.
the episode?
No.
We're a
Keep it going. This
family.
This feels like a post show.
No, it's good.
get
You're
your
right.
head in the game,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
I've been wearing these sunglasses for 3 weeks now.
Wow.
Do you
You
feel
look cool.
better?
I feel it actually triggers me a little bit.
Oh, does
To
it
pull the-
make you feel like Ryan?
I used to have long hair,
Oh,
as you guys know. I had long hair.
hold for applause. Go ahead.
Oh, that's the wrong button. It doesn't
No,
matter.
that was
Doesn't
the right
matter.
button. That was the right button.
And I thought, I don't know what I was thinking. I thought like
Yeah, we all
round
felt that way.
sunglasses were gonna like complete my look. And looking back, it is so awfully embarrassing how I looked back then.
I, as a round glasses wearer, would disagree.
No, just with the
they're
long
cool
hair,
on
like with
you.
the vibe, with my vibe.
Oh my God. Are they not cool when I wear them?
No, they're
No,
cool.
they're cool for you.
Here's the problem I
Annie.
face, John, and maybe you can attest to
Yeah,
this.
okay.
Is I've got a big face. Big melon in general, big head.
Huge
Yeah.
face.
But some sunglasses look tiny on my face.
I have
And
the
so
same
that,
problem.
and I, see, there you go. The big round sunglasses, I'm like, well, this is great. This covers up a lot of my face.
Yeah, I used to go for big
We've-
sunglasses a lot.
That is a perk that we've all noticed from that.
Jeez. She is annihilating you
On.
today.
To finish
Hey, real
pulling
quick,
down the...
hold on a second.
Yeah,
I'll
go-
kill myself before I crunch it.
yeah, remember that
cockroach.
from last time?
Stand by it.
We need like a humble button for each person, like the most annoying thing they've said
Oh my
on a
God.
button, just in case they're getting
That
too...
could get so toxic
Yeah,
so
you're right.
quickly.
should-
it's
we
like
should.
the douchebag jar on.
Yeah, dollar.
Go ahead, armchair expert.
No,
No,
I don't know what that
girl.
is. Oh my God, you guys have like 3 go-to settings here. Come on.
All right, well,
Let's watch some new shows. John's gonna
Yeah?
start watching
Like
Arrested
what?
I'll say
Development.
that you guys went on a trip, and I want to hear about it.
Oh yeah.
The old Utah
Oh.
trip.
Yep.
Ye
Ye-
old Utah trip.
By the time this airs, it will be a couple weeks out.
Yeah.
But we went.
Should we
and dri-
address the fact that we're wearing the same clothes in 2 weeks in a row?
No, you guys are just
no.
sickos
No.
like that.
No, we're
Okay.
just
All right.
sickos like
We
that. We
You're wearing
planned.
the same. Oh,
These are our uniforms.
we're the only ones.
She wasn't on
wearing-
last week.
We're the
I
only
wasn't
ones
here.
wearing the
I was
same
busy
thing.
last
We
week.
do look disgusting.
We
You
do.
Take it.
Pretty foul.
Freaking
Take it.
sickos.
Here's the short version before we get into the details here. As we drove out to St. George, Utah, from San Diego, our beloved friend Bethany Slomka was in a show. I should say a plethora of shows. The summer
Yeah.
stock productions out at the Tuacahn Theater. That's all the way
And
out
I'm
there in
gonna
St.
put them
George.
right here. Bam,
Oh.
bam,
Boom.
bam.
we always say that.
No, I am because
Yeah,
I have
no
more time.
post-product
I have more
production going
time,
on.
so I
Oh,
am. Does anyone have a
excellent.
pen on them, by the way? Unrelated.
You can take notes on your phone, right?
Okay, yeah, I can. You're right. Okay, anyway, sorry.
We drove out to the Tucson Theater. We saw a production of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Got to be one of the craziest, most epic
What was
theater
that? Hey,
productions I've
real
seen.
quick, what was that noise you just made?
Charlie.
Okay, got it.
We
All
found
right.
a map to Kenny Mountain, Charlie.
That's exactly
Yeah,
what
that's
I
what it was.
thinking.
That's what it was.
Thank you. Thank
Charlie the
you.
Unicorn. John?
What's up?
Charlie the Unicorn?
No.
Okay, you didn't grow up on the internet.
Oh,
no,
oh, oh.
no.
Come on.
Wait, what are you
Don't
talking
try
about?
to
Charlie
jump
bit my
on
finger?
now.
No, I'm not talking about Charlie bit my finger. Hey, Charlie.
Charlie.
Nope.
We found a map to Kenny Mountain.
Nope, never saw it.
Oh.
I'm sure it was probably good, though.
It was good. We saw that
Yeah.
show. out there, and then we drove into Zion. We spent a day hiking around. We went to Narrows. That was a crazy day. And then we drove back. We did a Vegas speed run, and then we came home.
Okay, yeah, like story over now. What?
No, that's the short version. Now we're going to
That's
go
the
into the
short version. Now we're
details,
doing
Okay,
Annie.
thank you.
God,
Annie, now it's your turn.
Go
Okay,
ahead.
let me set the stage.
Yeah.
We are making a book of road trips.
Uh-huh.
We're deciding
Wait,
to
what?
if you want this. We've decided this,
This
just
is a
now.
part of a story I've never
Nope.
heard before.
Just
I know
now.
she's not setting the stage. She's vision casting.
Oh, she's
now.
making
She's
it.
vision
We're gonna
casting.
make-
Making it up.
And we're gonna give you a sneak peek of our road trip
Let's wait.
guide right now.
The
Okay,
sneaky
go ahead.
peek.
You leave San Diego in the early morning while the sun is rising. You see the horizon with
Yep.
the sunrise
Yep.
coming up over the mountains.
So nice.
Just beckoning you towards adventure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You stop at the lovely, the one, the only, not Denny's, not McDonald's.
No, of course not.
You go to what we call the Outpost Cafe.
It's the Outpost Cafe.
Now
It's
the
the
Outpost
self-proclaimed
Cafe. Vlog.
semi-famous.
I
Did you
saw
watch
it
the
in
vlog?
I think.
Semi-famous.
Did you buy a shirt or no?
It is no.
get a shirt.
Wow,
Wow,
we
that's
should have though.
upsetting.
Got a
The
mug.
Outpost Cafe is this sweet vintage trucker stop that has classic cafe food, good old breakfast classics, and it is correctly cowboy themed
Oh,
to the
Yes.
point where they gave us the best. I mean, I think archaeologists
Okay.
are debating
Yes.
on how important historically it is, but I personally believe it is a greater library of wisdom.
there's like the Gettysburg Address. There was like Alexandria's Library.
That's where I was going. This has more wisdom in this
17.
17
Arbitrary number.
life advice to live by
Oh.
John, let me break this down for you.
Do you
than
have
all
it?
of the
I'm gonna-
Alexandria Library.
This
Oh,
is
you have it. Okay, good.
So this was what Annie's saying here is among the menu. We open up the menu at the Outpost Cafe, and just among the entrees, there's this little paragraph right kind of towards the bottom, and it says it's the cow person's creed.
Progressive.
The cow person's creed. This is 17. Cow person, right? It wasn't cowboy, it wasn't cowgirl. It's the cow person's creed.
We love.
First of all,
progressiveness.
ally, love that.
Ally.
Here are the 17 points to the cow
And John,
person's
take
creed.
notes because we now do be living by these.
Oh, and we lived by them through the rest
Hey,
of the road
before you
trip.
go into them,
Yeah, go ahead.
How many can you remember off the top of your head?
Oh, at least 7.
Okay,
At
go
least.
ahead.
Okay.
At least. I
Number
think-
1.
Yep.
Dare to be a cow person.
That is number 1. Dare to be
Okay.
a cow person.
Okay.
Number 2.
It doesn't have to be in order.
Okay. Oh, it doesn't have to be in
No,
order.
it doesn't have to be in order.
Die with your boots on.
Die with your boots on.
Always-
That's number 17.
Always give a knee, give a knee for others.
You're thinking of number 13. Give others a leg up.
A leg up. That's
4.
what I'm thinking. Ride high in the saddle.
Yes.
5.
Ride high but stay grounded.
That's it.
6.
I got this. I'm so
You know number 2.
6.
What do we say about the rules?
Oh, buck the rules.
Buck the rules.
7. Can you beat it?
Oh, I
There's
can
a
beat
lot
it.
of
I can
saddle
beat it.
themed ones.
Yep, there's a lot of saddle. It is
Okay, I'm gonna blast
put
them off.
on your own saddle.
All
Always, always.
Stay balanced in the saddle.
And then there's one that's like always
Saddle your own
Saddle
horse.
your own horse.
Yes. Rein
9.
in your fears.
Okay, there we go.
dream as big as the Mojave Desert.
Dream as big as the Mojave Desert. Ride the trail of adventure. Be tough, but be kind. This is Andy's favorite, I'm sure. Attack life like it's a 1,000-pound steer. Yes, I knew it. Which ones did we not say?
Keep
Give
going.
others-
Just go through it.
Always get back on the horse.
Always.
Ride beside your woman or man.
Or man.
And this is the one I think I vibe with most. Recharge your cow person spirit.
Recharge your cow
I missed one.
spirit.
Dress for success. The cow person's way.
The cow person's way. Now, John, do you remember that you will be getting a copy of the Cowboy
I will be
Creed
sending
too.
this to you.
Cow person
Yeah.
creed, my bad.
Yeah. Send it to me. I'd love to be a
That
part
is
of
the
that.
cow person's creed. So that kind of set us down a path of just like, buck the rules.
That fully set the stage for the rest of this road
Yeah,
trip.
yeah.
We're heading down the road. We have the cow person's creed in our possession. The, honestly, just strength of God behind the wheel.
Yeah, right.
And we are driving down the road and we see what we like to call an adventure ahead.
Yeah, that's right.
And that would be in the shape of a ghost town.
We stopped at Calico Ghost Town.
Calico Ghost Town.
Which,
Yeah.
have you ever been to like a ghost town or like a, it kind of gave me like Julian vibes. Like,
I mean,
Like
I've been
if
to Julian
was
for sure.
Abandoned.
Yeah. I think I got the sense.
Well, this one, Calico was abandoned in like mid 1800s. It was a silver mine.
Yes.
At its height, 1,200 people. At its lowest, 8.
No.
In the span of like 40 years.
This was an abandoned town that in the 50s was bought by. We did our research.
We
by
did
the
our
way.
research, yeah.
This abandoned town, and then in the 1950s, the guy behind Knott's Berry Farm, Don Knott or whatever.
Yeah.
It's not Don Knott.
Something not.
It's Don Knott. You're right.
Don Knott.
Don Knott.
It's so good.
Bought it, fully fixed it up as like a little Knott's Berry Farm ghost town
And
attraction.
then abandoned it again.
Re-abandoned it. Literally just said the county can have it.
They can
and
have it.
walked away
I'm
from
good.
it.
Double abandoned.
Double abandoned.
But it's still thriving
What a
these days.
sicko.
Dude,
Oh.
though.
oh,
It
they're
is
loving it there. We went on
iconic.
the
Yeah.
train.
Oh,
We
I went buck wild for that train ride.
Hey, buck the rules, you know?
Buck the rules.
Yeah.
And this is where Ryan got a little insight knowledge on what we call girl math.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I had already in my mind said there's 4 of us. If it's $5 a person, we're going to spend $20. That's reasonable. And Ryan had made this comment, if it's more than $4 a person, we shouldn't go on this little train ride. And I said, like, yes, we're going. We get
Yeah,
up there.
yeah.
It is $4.50 a person.
Yes.
So you did it.
So we did it. And Ryan's like, no, like, Annie, like, that's...
It was $4.50 a
We're
person.
not doing it. It's more than $4. And I said, Ryan, you're like... No, it costs $2 for all of us to go. We're going.
Because in her mind, she had already spent the $16.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, this is girl math persisted through the rest of the trip,
Oh, yeah.
and we'll talk about it more, I'm sure.
So in my mind, that $16 had already been allocated to this train ride. And so then when it came to $2 extra,
I mean, come on, it's only $2
I'm spending
to ride
$2
on a train.
on a train ride? Worth it.
Anyways, there was all
We
kinds
took
of
the train
wacky
ride.
stuff in Calico. I mean, there was like so many mannequins.
A lot
When I say
of
mannequins,
mannequins.
like
Saw on the
like the
vlog.
Zoltar. Okay, can you pretend like I'm telling you for the first time?
Yeah, I'll pretend. No, I mean, I'm interested to hear more about
So
it.
it was like a
Yeah.
Zoltar machine, which you know from the movie Big, of course. But it was
Obviously.
like an old prospector.
His name was Pappy.
Pappy like had wisdom to give us. Anyways, there's all kinds of oaky, like weird, like think
Shit.
like Old Town San Diego,
Yeah, uh-huh.
but more like the dark parts of Knott's Berry Farm, like the kind
Yeah.
of weird, like little corner.
It was like
cowboy town.
abandoned mannequins that definitely like Mr. Knott brought in,
Mhm.
and then they just had kept them.
Don.
And they're like crusty and old. And it's there were some haunted parts for sure.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You think
But-
so?
I think
You
it
know
really
what'd be
truly-
better. Go there at night
Now, okay.
with the
My
mannequins.
God. We should fully do that.
Oh.
Go ahead, Amy.
And he's not into it.
I wonder if
Annie's
they
not
do
into
that, or if
Annie-
it's like
as Annie would say,
I'm sure
why
they
do you
do.
want? Why do you want to go mess around with demons?
Why
That's what
would
you
you
would
go to
say.
go mess
As
around
Annie
with
would
That's what
say.
you would say.
As Annie would say.
Because
You
you
wanna
won't go
hang
see
out
that
with
scary
demons?
movie with me, and you're like, "What, you want to hang out with demons?"
So we blast past
So
Calico.
we go to Calico.
We pass-
We continue on the road again.
Oh,
Yep.
Just can't wait to get on the road again.
And demonetized.
all right.
I don't
Thank
know.
God.
what
I don't know. I think
you're
it's pretty far off. I
talking
think we'll be
about.
fine.
It wasn't
Okay.
quite like the original.
And then we go to this art installation on the way to Vegas, which maybe you've
Uh-huh.
seen. It's called the 7 Magical Mountains.
Maybe you've seen.
Maybe you've seen it.
It's the
you've seen it.
giant,
7 magical
colorful
mountains.
boulders stacked on each other.
I tell you what, driving up the 15 to Vegas and past is like the most road trip ever. Like
Ever.
there's so many crazy little stops, and we did all of them. We stopped at a little gas station that had little miners outside.
Yeah, these miners that were like, go get yourself some chocolate-covered honeycomb.
There was like
No.
And we
in the
we did.
bathroom, and I'll send you this picture too.
Fountain urinal.
A big fountain is the urinal. I'm just gonna text it to you just because I
Oh
need
my
you to see what
goodness.
I'm talking about here. This was
And
the
you pee in
urinal
that.
that you pee in.
Wow.
Magical.
Looks like a big fountain. Just like wacky,
And it
crazy
had,
stuff.
We got date
you know?
shakes.
Oh, the date shakes
So
were great.
good.
We finally get to Vegas,
Wait.
and what?
We kind of blast past the 7 Magical Mountains.
Oh, sorry. The 7 magical mountains
Did
were
we?
these 7
it kinda-
magical mountains. Maybe you've been there.
It's kind of like the Coachella vibes. It's a giant, like, neon painted rocks. Let me just say, cool stop for like a couple pictures and then blast out. Next.
You felt
Okay,
the need
wait.
to- you felt the need to come back
Yeah.
to the
Yeah,
magical
so we
yeah,
could
yeah,
talk.
yeah.
That's why I was
Because
blasting
felt like
past
it.
it.
Was like you have to talk. It was like one of
Oh,
our
this
road
is
trip
part of the road
stops.
trip review.
Yeah.
Honestly, Don't waste your breath at the 7 Magical Mountains.
I would
Yeah.
Definitely stop for a Costco hot dog.
Costco hot dog.
don't sleep
Let
on
me just
those.
tell you too. I went to Costco yesterday for gas.
Yep.
$1 more here than in Vegas
Then
for
in,
gas.
I think we were in Arizona
Oh, I
at that
think we went
time.
for hot
Oh no,
dogs.
Vegas. We did. Yeah.
Go ahead, blast
Nevada.
to the Costco. Costco in Vegas is their food court is indoors.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Get yourself a
Way
Costco
cooler.
dog.
Yeah. So cool.
$1.50, a dog and a drink. It is worth it.
Isn't
We
there
are
like a
sponsored
story why
by
they're still
Costco.
$1.50, right? Like they lose money
Yeah,
on it,
the
right?
two
Yeah, they
owners
don't
of
make
Costco,
money.
one of them literally threatened the other owner and said, "If you ever raise the price of the hot dog, I will shoot you." He said,
And he never
on
did.
the record, "I will kill you." And
never
he
did.
never raised the price. Anyway, so
That seems
Costco's
like
great.
Ryan line.
Go ahead.
Ryan, hidden again. Love it.
You said it seems like a lie?
Yeah,
That's true. Look it up.
I will later.
I love this show. I love
I
this show.
believe you. I believe you.
Just kind of recounting
Wait,
like things
what
we've
record?
heard.
Can we just have a record?
I don't
is this
know.
our
Somebody's
record?
taking the minutes. Yeah, this is our minutes.
Oh my gosh! So anything I say in here is the record.
So we go to St. George, and let me tell you a little something, a little backstory. Utah is Mormon territory.
Yeah.
Oh my
And
gosh.
the Mormons don't drink anything, basically. They don't drink coffee, and they don't drink alcohol.
They drink Kool-Aid. I'll
but
tell you
they
that.
drink. Okay. Wow. I'm not going to address that one.
We just lost all our Mormon viewers right there in that moment.
Former,
Great, Annie.
Former almost Mormon Annie Skovmand.
True facts.
You were almost Mormon?
Oh yeah, I
Well-
went through a Mormon phase. Hardcore. Almost went.
Almost
fully-
went.
Almost
said
Almost
dove-
went.
it.
Almost
dove
did it.
straight into that.
No, you didn't. Really?
That's
I
that's a
keep-
post show, I think.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a post
We'll,
show.
we'll,
We'll talk
we'll
about
get
that
into Annie's Mormon days.
on the post show. By the way, thank you, Patreon. We love you. Make sure
And-
you head on over there for the post show.
Okay, back to Mormon country. Go.
Okay, so the Mormons basically they substitute coffee and alcohol with ready
Sugar.
for it, sugar, soda, and I'm talking. And I thought
I kind of vibe with it.
I kind of thought it was a caffeine thing, but apparently they can have caffeine and soda, no problem.
Yeah.
They have, I don't even know how you would. What
Yeah.
would you would call this place? It's a place called Swig.
It
and
reminded me so much of our Dutch Bros. Like the way it was set up, the culture behind it's supposed
Mm-hmm.
to be like a drive-through coffee shop, but instead of coffee, it's soda.
Yeah, and it's
Mixed
soda
sodas?
with like syrups. It's like a typical drink there is like you order one of their, house-made drinks and it's like Dr. Pepper with 2 pumps of vanilla creamer and then another pump of like coconut syrup and then a little squeeze of lime and like that's your drink. And then you would I suppose the idea is you would start your day with a tall cup of sugar and then eventually you'll die. Like probably 10, 12 years down the line, you drink enough of these sugary beverages and then just
It
give
was
up.
truly appalling.
I just found out why they don't drink coffee.
Go ahead.
Oh,
Not
it's
sorry,
like,
not to
it's
cut
like
it.
anything.
No,
that
I
you
am
could
curious.
covet.
I'm curious. Go ahead.
It's like anything you can get addicted
It's
to, right?
it's no, it says that faithful Mormons don't drink coffee due to the clause in the word of wisdom in covenant, which is a section.
Okay.
89 verse 9, hot drinks are not for the body or belly, is what it says. So they can't have coffee because it's hot. So maybe they could have iced coffee, but it's
they
something
don't
about the
drink
hot
coffee.
drinks. That's what it says.
But they don't drink any coffee.
Read that for me again. Read that for me one more time. You telling me this is in the Book of Mormon or what is
Yes.
it?
Yeah,
Book
it's
of
the
Mormon.
Book of Mormon.
Covenant section 89 verse 9, hot drinks are not for the body or belly, is what it says.
Okay. No
But I
disrespect to
definitely-
Mormons. That sounds made up, right? Like that
Mormons-
sounds like they tacked that on.
Don't be lying. I've seen you all drink hot chocolate.
Oh, for
I
sure.
know for a fact you be down in them hot chocolates, and that is warm.
Trust me, I was sitting on the beach this summer and there was a group of, I know that they were Mormon because they were talking loudly about how Mormons are like misunderstood. And they're like, oh, it's just so hard. Like, people are always coming up to me and going like, oh, are you going to BYU? And it's like, not all Mormons go to BYU. But yes, I am. And then everyone's always like, oh, you can't drink coffee. It's like, yeah, we drink coffee sometimes. It's not like the end of the world, but we don't. Like, there was this conversation I was overhearing. So, they're bucking
Yeah,
the rules every now
they're-
and then.
They are living by the cow person's creed up
That's
in there.
right. That is true.
Listen,
But here's the thing: is like
There's
that,
probably more to it. But
It's not sustainable. We pull up to the Swig, and a 14-year-old girl pops up with a little iPad and goes, "What do you want to order?" And we're like,
I'll take one sugar.
okay, we'll take like sugary soda beverage." And she goes, "Okay, next window." And you know what their thing is at Swig, John?
Mm-hmm.
You get your syrupy soda, and then you get a side of chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah, it's literally soda and cookies is like what they're known
It's
for.
so crazy.
We were feeling like it was
kind of
like it was as
awful.
if a bunch of children had like all of their parents had disappeared, and then they just started a town.
It's like
they were
Children
like,
of the Corn.
okay, kind of like that.
They're like Children of the Rocks.
No, it's like the Jimmy Neutron movie. You know how all the parents get abducted, and so they start eating ice cream for every meal?
Yeah.
You ever see that Jimmy Neutron movie,
yes,
Annie?
absolutely.
Come on, don't
it's
leave
an
me hanging.
iconic one.
What you got for us, John?
I was just kind of looking at the details of the whole Mormon thing. So it turns out if you you can drink
You can
whole
drink
religion,
all of them?
The whole
so
religion,
you
the
can
whole
drink
Mormon thing.
cold brew because
Okay.
it never was hot. But iced coffee is brewed hot, so you can't have iced coffee unless it's like, well, I guess you can't have iced coffee at all.
I was
because-
always explained it was anything
so it was a
that
caffeine
you
thing, but
could
it
Like
changed.
a vice?
like a
Oh.
vice, like
See-
any like they
Yeah,
don't
but
do.
that's like
See,
anything.
that would make sense, but unfortunately, in the book, it says no hot beverages.
so anything that
So-
has ever been hot
Yeah.
must then.
Cider,
no
out.
teas,
Can't have
nothing.
tea. I wonder why.
I guess that would make sense for like beer and stuff like that.
Yeah, because it was at once hot,
Okay.
right?
All of it.
What
is all
about
of the, like
soup?
alcohol?
It's a
Is
food.
it a food or
It's a hot liquid.
It's a hot liquid, but it was once a food.
hot
like-
drink.
So
It says hot drink.
When
in
you
the-
get specific with your bylaws, you kind
That'd
of
make
paint
it-
yourself into a corner.
make it real bad for you if you're on a liquid diet
Make
for
it
whatever
real
reason.
bad.
Yep.
Better
What-
pray
Make it
that you
real
don't break
bad
your
for
jaw
you.
as a Mormon.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We did just lose all of our Mormon
Yeah.
listeners.
We love you
Um,
guys.
but
Sorry
know what?
about
They
that.
don't even like being called Mormons. They're part of the Church of Jesus
The
Christ.
LDS.
or LDSs.
Jesus Christ. Latter-day
LDSs, you think?
Yeah.
Anyway,
LDSs.
okay,
LDSs?
so
Yeah, go ahead.
But Utah, Utah was actually like the state itself. The history behind it is that like the Mormons settled it, and we're like negotiating with the U.S. about the territory, and the like boundary of Utah was made
Yes.
like
Nice.
with them
in accordance to the
yeah.
Mormons. Yes.
And so all of their like street signs are little bees because they're all about like the beehive represents the church.
Yeah, this is crazy. Their like symbol of the Mormon church is a beehive because it's like the bees are all part of this colony and they like work together and it's like a family and like they don't trust outsiders is like their whole like that's their whole bag is like we are the bees in the hive.
Wow.
Kind of crazy. I tell you what, this was a learning trip. We definitely learned a lot
We
about
learned
the Mormons.
a lot about the Mormons
Just by
But so-
Googling it.
Hey,
'cause we-
question.
Go ahead.
Not important. Did you find a husband at all out there? Or-
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
No, you
I
didn't.
did. I did find a husband.
Uh-huh.
It
Yeah.
was
Yeah,
was
go
his
ahead.
name?
that
Go ahead.
guy.
Anyways, okay, so we get on the scene in St. George, right? We're learning all about Mormonism. It's great. And then we get to our hotel, and I think we got the worst possible hotel manager of all time. And let me set the scene again. There's nobody in the lobby. We're the only four. So me and Cara and Olivia and Annie. We roll up to this lobby, and the guy's there, and he's like, yep, ready to sign you in. Let me just see your ID. Okay, all good. And he goes, do you want a room by the pool?
Okay.
And I'm thinking like, oh, he's about to say like other options. Do you want a room by the pool? Do you want a room by the parking lot? Do you want a room, down
Says
the street?
nothing.
Says nothing. He goes, and he goes, do you want a room by the pool? And I go, oh, I thought there were more options. Sorry, like, is that so? Like by
Wait,
the pool
no, let's
or?
reenact it. I'll be him, you be
Okay,
you.
okay, go ahead.
Hold on,
Hi,
hold on,
I'd like
second,
to.
1 second.
Yeah.
Sorry. Let me get to you first.
Yeah, let's get a
Go
look.
ahead, go ahead.
Hi, I'd like to check in.
Okay.
Yeah,
Would
here's
you
my ID.
like a room by the pool? Would you like a room by the pool?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought there were more options, like room by the
I'm
pool.
giving you options.
Okay. So what are my options? What are the
Would
room by the
you
pool?
like a room by the pool?
Yeah, sure. We'll take a room by the pool.
And then finally, Cara cuts in and she's like, yes. And he goes, thank you.
You go, see, there you go.
There you
There's
go.
your answer. Just yes.
Answers.
Oh my God.
Jeez,
I was
that's
like,
so aggressive.
this man has no control over his life. He just needs this little piece
And
to
we-
be like, I am the boss
We had
right
been
now.
on the road for like 8 hours at this point.
Yes, truly.
And I kind of was convinced I was going senile. I was like, did I misunderstand
Yeah.
this whole situation?
Yeah.
Was it us?
It was so bizarre. So whatever. We check into our hotel. St. George is lovely.
Yada, they
We
love it.
explore.
They live it.
This
they
is
love
the
it.
wildest thing that was to ever happen.
Go ahead.
We are driving. We get ready to go to the show.
Uh-huh.
We are driving to the show. It's sunset. It's gorgeous. The red rocks, insane. The like color of these rocks
Insane.
are just emitting all around us. And Olivia says, "Guys, doesn't this kind of look like where High School Musical 2 was filmed?"
You know High School Musical 2.
I
It's
know.
at the big resort.
Iconic.
I know.
It kind of looked like that. We're passing all these buildings.
We're gonna work.
Ugh.
Right?
Work,
Bet on it,
work
bet
it
on it.
out.
Ryan goes, "I think it is in Utah. Let me look it up." And everyone's like, "No, I think it's farther away. I think it's in Arizona. I think." Ryan goes, "Guys, look to your left. We are literally
Now look to
about
your right.
pass it."
I go,
It
guys,
wasn't filmed here.
you're not going to believe this. We're passing it right now. And we
all
were.
turn, and it is
And
the
there's
golf
the-
course.
And he goes, there's the golf course.
Wow.
It was insane, and we all screamed. We're
Oh,
like,
my God.
"What?"
It was
was
such a
wild.
spiritual experience. We were ready to. Then of course, my sister's on the horn. She's like, "Hi, we want to see if we could come to dinner. Like, can we come see your
Yeah,
resort? Like, do you have
fully
any
tried.
rooms? Can we go into the pool?" Like, was trying to get us in. It's a full blown country club,
Yo,
so you
you
have
have
to
to
either
be
book a
a
room
member.
or be a member. You can't just like blast in there.
And a room is like, I think it was like $500 a night. It was crazy. It was,
But
but worth it. So then
Next time we
to the-
go, we're certainly staying there.
Then we go, and if you are taking this road trip, you have to go to the theater.
The Tuacahn Theater.
Tuacahn.
Gotta see a show there.
Con.
Gotta see a show.
Yep.
And everything in Utah is like Mormon adjacent.
Uh-huh.
So it was very obvious that like it had ties to the church, but it was like, we're just a non-profit. And you're like,
we know your bag.
but
Right.
amazing theater. We saw our good friend Bethany
Islam.
Slomka, friend of the podcast.
B. Islam, major
And-
friend of the podcast.
What I can only describe as the most wacky and wild Willy Wonka in the
Oh,
the chocolate
my
factory
gosh.
they've ever seen. The amount of just like props and production stunts that they pulled.
Stunts.
The
True
production
stunts.
level. Sorry, I'm texting my wife. She's
okay.
not a part of the show right now. Let me tell you, is first of all, Bethany, fantastic.
Amazing.
She's
played
Broadway bound. I've always
Mrs.
thought so.
Mrs. Goop. Goop? Goop?
Gloop.
Gloop?
Mrs. Gloop. That would be Gwyneth Paltrow.
Augustus
She did not
Gloop.
play Mrs. Goop.
No.
No, not so much.
That's funny.
She was great. She was fantastic. And the rest of the cast was great too. The ensemble was amazing. All the characters were great. But the production level was next level. It
Yeah.
was like as if it was a Broadway show.
That's what I keep hearing.
There was, it started small. There was like, oh, a dog ran across the stage. We're like, oh, a real dog. Like,
that's
oh, that's
kinda
cool. And then it jumps in like, well, first of all, there's like these big LED panels that are moving around with the set
Awesome,
changes.
awesome.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Like so cool. And like little videos playing and little light changes. And then all the kids start winning the golden tickets, and it's like, oh, here comes the second winner, Veruca Salt, and a horse-drawn carriage, real horses, 2 horses pull in this carriage.
Of course.
Veruca gets off the carriage, and then they go away. We never see the carriage again. There's a
Never again.
horse-drawn carriage
One
for
time.
one part of the show. The next scene, a limousine rolls up, a real car, like not like, oh, it's a set, like cardboard that 2 people are holding. Like
No,
a car
full-on
rolls through the
limousine
stage, and the kids
rolls
are getting
up.
out of it.
Crazy.
My gosh.
And then there's the amount of times that this poor woman who was playing the like reporter was strapped up and like swung across. There's one point where she's like on a ladder, like she's like on a helicopter, and another point where she's like getting flown about. And then at one point, there's like
Was it
the
wait, what was she
magical.
She was like the news reporter, like, oh, I've got another winner of the golden ticket.
Like the
And
Mike TV girl?
yes, like she's interviewing the
she's, like,
winners when they get the golden
interviewing them.
tickets.
Oh, okay.
And so she's like, but it's just like kind of a passing part, but she's literally flying across the stage on this ladder, and she's like, I'm here on a helicopter, Sky News Channel 7, and I'm
Yeah.
about to interview the next person.
Gosh.
And
Yeah.
then
Crazy.
amazing. And then they go to the scene, the famous scene. He sings "Pure Imagination." It's the big candy room, right? There's actors in these big candy tree costumes. There's licorice guys. There's all kinds
There's
of
a
stuff.
chocolate river.
There's a real river, a water slide that the kid ends up sliding down into the band pit.
Yeah.
Willy Wonka's like, "Oh, try this, try this." They're throwing candy out to the audience. He goes, "What about my real flying peeps?" I kid you not, 2 people in large peep costumes
Are flying over the audience.
on fly rigs, like that, akin to like the best Broadway Peter Pan you've ever seen, like up out of the audience and like over and flying over us. And then like there was like squirrels and Oompa Loompas and like all the different parts. The freaking song ends halfway through Act 2. It just fireworks, big old fireworks.
Fireworks, because this theater, beyond just being like a normal theater, it's an outdoor theater.
Yes.
Nestled in between these two, like it's in the bottom of this canyon of these giant red rocks. So you're there and you're like, wow, this show is crazy. And you forget that you're like within this insane view, and then fireworks just light up the whole canyon, and you're like,
My gosh.
And it's like, we'll be back from intermission very shortly.
It was seriously a technological joy. Every moment it was great.
Wild.
Bethany said she's having a great time. She's
love it.
if she books this show again, we're definitely going out
We're
again.
going back.
Like it was so worth the drive. It was so worth the everything.
Sounds like you guys had a good
It was
time.
so fun.
And
And
then-
then of course we spent a day in Zion, which was amazing.
Then we go to Zion National Park. One of my top 2 favorite national parks. The other being Yosemite. Thank you for asking.
Yes.
Anyway.
I was
About to ask.
Yep.
Well,
so
were.
we
Good
wake up
podcasting.
early in the morning. We go to this one coffee shop that Bethany. Oh my God, Brian.
Fine. It's fine.
Bethany
Keep going,
recommended because it's hard to find good coffee shops in Mormon country.
Well, yeah, they don't
Yeah.
drink coffee.
They don't drink coffee, so hard to find a good coffee shop. Found a good coffee shop thanks to our friend. And then we hit the road and we start heading. We tried to go
Heading west.
thrifting.
East actually.
Wasn't grand the thrifting there,
Bad
but
thrift. I'll
bad
say
thrift.
San Diego, they got their
You guys
thrift
went
for them.
thrifting on a road
Yeah, it was
trip?
kind of the girls'
Kind of a weird-
thing.
kind of a
yeah, it
weird
was like
scenario.
our thing. We had,
I
like,
get it
fishing
being in a
past
small
it.
town, like going thrifting.
Maybe you'll
it's
find
kinda
the
lit,
one
though.
piece
Yeah,
of article
exactly,
clothing that you're
exactly.
looking for.
And so then we head towards Zion. Zion was about an hour away from St. George. And as we're driving in the rear view mirror, it was just getting like dark and cloudy and gloomy. And we're like, man, good thing we're not in St. George anymore. It's getting poured on over there. And we get to Zion.
And it followed us all the way there.
It followed us all the way there.
no.
We get to Zion. We're playing full on like country songs. We're fully getting in the mood of. We're like ready to recharge our cow person spirit.
We
in
are,
this-
and
within
and
these rocks.
At that point, we were like riding high in the saddle. I'm not sure we were staying grounded.
And that
because-
was our issue. We were not
Yep.
staying grounded. We were letting it fly us away like
Yep,
those peeps.
that's right.
Oh man.
And so we
Oh, man.
come into Zion, and the way that Zion works, it's one of the reasons I love it, is there's a tram. During the summer, you can't personally drive through Zion. You have to get off and park your car and get on a tram station that will take you all the way. Like the tram will take you to the very farthest end, which is the Narrows hike. And there's I think 9 stops.
Yes.
So we were like, you know what? Let's just go to another section. Let's drive through the canyon a little bit.
Yep.
We're driving through. You go up this windy road to go through this tunnel that was finished in 1930.
Amazing.
That has like these cutouts every once in a while, and you can look over the whole canyon. It's crazy.
Nice.
So you're going through the tunnel. It was beautiful. All the red rocks are lit up. We're like, okay, on our way back out through the tunnel, we're going to stop and like get out and take a picture in front of the whole canyon.
Of course.
Crazy. We go, we're like, we're going to go turn around, and we stop to use the restroom, and Cara goes, I wish that, I want to see a mountain goat while we're here. Or she's like, I hope we see a mountain goat. Do you think they have those here?
And we're kind of like, nah, we've
We're
never
like,
seen a mountain goat.
I don't
We've
know,
been here
maybe.
before.
Whatever. Fully look up right above this restroom.
Majestic.
A majestic mountain goat.
We thought it was fake. It looked like a mannequin because it was just standing so.
We're so
like,
used to Disneyland.
we're so
It was
broken.
full on Thunder Mountain vibes.
And then it turned its head. It was like, "What's up? You talking about me?"
and then
Hey.
in true Cara luck,
Yeah.
Yeah.
baby mountain goats pop up.
A whole
A
family.
whole freaking
of
mountain
mountain
goat
goats.
family.
Okay.
Incredible.
And I was like, what the hell are the odds? Cara's just like, you think we'll see mountain goats? Mountain goats.
And then she goes,
I'm like-
"Oh, I wonder if we'll see like chipmunks." I'm
We
like,
literally
"Well, maybe
are-
we'll see squirrels."
We're waiting to get back through the tunnel. We look to the right. this
There's
little
a chipmunk.
And Kara's like, a
She goes,
chipmunk.
oh, there's a chipmunk.
She had never seen
What
one in
the
person.
heck?
I was like, Kara, I
She was
need
manifesting.
you to manifest that we each get $1 million.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
that
If
didn't come through.
Kara
no.
wants it, it will happen.
Yeah.
It
She just
will
doesn't want it that
happen.
bad.
She doesn't
Yeah.
want that
She does
bad.
not want it that bad. So we go back through, and at this point, we are riding so high.
Oh, we're riding high in the saddle. We're
Riding
dreaming as big as the
high,
Mojave.
The Mojave Desert. We get back through that tunnel. We come out the other end. It is rain, thunder, lightning. The whole valley fogged in.
Thank you.
Nice.
Exactly like that. And we're like, oh, okay. So
Yeah.
we drive back to the visitor center. We pop around in the visitor center for a while.
The
and
place
I finally,
is like Armageddon. There's
Oh, yeah.
100 million people. They're like, our vacations are ruined. It's raining. We
Yeah.
wanted to go hiking,
And
we
we had
can't.
been looking at the like weather. And at first it was like, 78 degrees the whole day. And then it was like 78 degrees,
Partly
10%
cloudy.
chance of rain.
Yeah.
And it was like 78 degrees.
No.
Definitely rain.
95% chance of rain. And it was like raining for 30 minutes. And we're like, oh, whatever. We'll just wait out. Raining for 3 hours. And I was like, okay. So we finally were like, forget it. Let's just take the tram and go anyway.
Yeah.
Like, who cares if it's raining? Let's just go. Let's go to the lodge, which is like this hotel within Zion.
Yeah.
We're like, we'll go to the lodge. We'll check it out. The lodge is like halfway into the park.
Mhm.
We'll get the vibe. We get there.
And we usually
Still
do.
raining. We got a little snack.
Yes.
And then we had decided, we're like, you know what? While we were in the lodge, we got news that the Narrows was closed because of the flash flood warning due to this now storm.
Yes. Which is no joke normally. Like,
Yeah.
the Narrows is a fully, like, down the river hike. If there's flash floods, you're like,
You're
yeah, don't do it.
don't do it. And so we
Well, we
finally
said
were
screw
like,
that.
we were like, the whole reason we came was the Narrows.
To hike
like,
the Narrows.
So we're like, let's just go. Because the three of us had already done it.
Uh-huh.
But Kara had never even been. So I was like, let's just go. Because you can walk it like a mile and a half in to where the Narrows
Like, see the
starts.
trailhead. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, let's
Got
just
it.
go. So at least you can say you've been to the Narrows. And we go. We get there, and the rain is like practically non-existent.
It's
now.
like letting up.
It's like fully letting up.
Oh, so you're good.
Oh, and so we were like, so like let's just like go a little bit. So we like
Yeah.
walk the first bend, and then we go back because we're like, okay, like you
This
know,
is
like,
cool. Like,
it's
we're
cool,
walking through the
but
water. The water's
it's
ice cold. That was
ice
awesome.
cold, and we're like, there's still a flash flood
Ice
warning.
bath
We don't
challenge.
want to test it too
It
much.
really was.
So we go back, we walk back, and then by the time we're walking back, it's starting to heat up a little bit, and Kara finds this like little like pool basically, or was it you? Did you find it?
I
You
think
might
it was a
have found
group effort.
A group
It was really
effort.
just a trail we walked down.
We walk a little bit past the Narrows, and we like find this little like cove almost.
I'm like, screw it. I'm jumping in the water
yeah,
right now.
No.
We recharged our cow
person spirits.
spirit. We jumped in the water. We all did a cold plunge,
John, you would have loved that. Like,
Yeah.
we were fully ice plunge.
and we
It
said,
was so good.
"Die
I
with
would
your
have, you're
boots
right.
on."
Yep.
And all dumped our
and we
heads
did.
under. Oh, it was
You said
like,
die with your boots on?
yeah,
Die with your boots on.
boots on.
That's number 17.
Die with
That's
your
pretty
boots
awesome, guys.
on.
That is
It
pretty
was-
awesome.
It really
Majestic.
recharged us the rest of the time. We were like going down all the stops of the
Oh, yeah.
thing. The sun
Well,
fully comes
The sun
out.
fully comes. We get out of the water. Sun fully comes out.
Yeah.
We go on like a little hike, like half-mile nature walk. Kara goes, I hope we get to see deer.
Deer.
Fucking
comes
deer.
deer.
Yeah.
Deer just
Yep.
Comes deer.
appear.
They just appear.
And then Kara, because she's Kara, like waltzed through the tall grass to say, Kara, be careful of ticks. She's like, there's
like,
no ticks here. I'm like, because of course there's not, because like Kara said so. And then
And there wasn't.
and there wasn't, and she didn't get one
And there
because
always
she's
isn't.
majestic. And she like gets up, she gets a up close look at the deer. She walks back. We get back on the tram. We head back to the visitor center. We get an amazing dinner in the
Awesome.
little town that's like
Beautiful.
right outside.
If you ever
of
get a chance
Zion.
to spend some time in Springdale, do it.
Springdale, beautiful.
You get a
And then
chance
Absolutely.
to dance in the rain.
Do it. I
We
was
head
very
back.
Drew Barrymore at that moment.
We
You
play.
were really Drew
Yeah.
Barrymore.
We head back and we're like, what are we gonna do tonight, guys? We decide we land on a game of billiards.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Majestic.
That is
We
really
go- we
Cool
bet-
for the common man.
We made a wager. We said whoever wins, that team has to buy the other team drinks.
Vice versa.
Yeah.
Whoever loses has to buy the
Or
winner's
yeah.
drinks.
Whoever loses has
That's
to buy
right.
the other
That's
person's
right.
Whoever wins has to buy drinks.
Usually how a bet goes.
Who
Olivia
won?
and I were a team, and Ryan and Kara were a team.
Of
Listen,
course.
turns out Kara can play a mean game of pool.
Kara like pool sharked him, and I didn't even see it coming either.
We
She was
were
like,
we
she's
were
like,
ahead
okay, how
by
about
a
this?
ton. I was like in the bag, and then it got down 1v1 with the 8-ball.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Oh, it was insane. And I think who won on like a crazy? Was it you guys? You
I
won
think
on a
we-
crazy shot.
Like I ended up sinking it, like bouncing it off. Well, Kara did have like so many. She had like 3 trick balls that like would hit one ball and then go into a pocket she wasn't aiming for. It was like
It was
crazy. Yes.
It was like insane. And so then we went, and then it's like, okay, remember Mormon country. Turns out St. George, besides Salt Lake City, the highest per capita number of Mormons in all of Utah.
Yeah.
So we were
I
like,
just assume
where are we
Utah's
going
in
to find?
just
They had
capital of the
a
world.
single solitary bar. We
Cocktail
did
bar.
find this cool cocktail bar.
Swanky.
Of course, it's called Spiritual Cocktails.
It's not swanky.
Yeah,
Right.
It was
swanky.
swanky.
It was
swanky.
swanky.
All right.
It was swanky. And I heard the bartender explaining to the other bartender how to make women feel more comfortable coming up to a bar.
Oh,
And he
what?
said, you need to be less masculine. And the guy was like, and he was like, no,
No
seriously,
way,
like
what?
a girl's gonna be uncomfortable coming up to a bar and ordering.
If you're like, hey.
Yeah, if she thinks you're gonna like try to hit on her. And I was like, good for you, man. Educate
Gentleman.
him. And like we walk up to the bar, and granted, like we have Ryan, so it's a little different, but he was like, hey guys, what's up? Like, how can I help you? Like, standing.
I
back a
missed
little
that
bit.
part. That's
Oh
funny.
yeah, I was like listening
The
to him fully
BTS.
explain it.
Yeah.
I loved it. And then the next morning, we let the sun wake us up. We packed up,
Awesome.
we hit the road, and we headed
No.
back.
Yes.
No way.
We did.
It was majestic.
Dang.
It was a great trip.
And then on the way
Nice.
back, where'd we go? Brian's favorite place,
A
the
little
Devil's
less
Playground.
conversation, a little more action. What does the one-armed bandit mean to you, John?
I have no idea.
That's
What
a
does
slot
the-
machine.
Oh, it is.
The one-armed bandit. We
Yeah, I learned
tussled
that
with the
too.
one-armed bandit.
And did you win?
We okay.
Ryan did.
No, but we didn't lose.
No,
made it back
no.
for that.
Here's the
Ryan
great
didn't
thing.
Lose. Annie lost.
Okay, Annie lost $40. Big whoop.
$40. Come on.
$40
You're
bucks.
worth
In
more
less
that.
than an hour, in about 30 minutes, we had spent $120, something like that, or $100, and I was on my last 20, and I was like, I just want to play a couple hands of roulette. So put the 20 in, put it all on black, win, put it all on black again, win. We're like
Then-
doubling
and
the
then-
money, tripling the money.
Yeah,
Boom.
And then Olivia's just like over here being like, put it all on this
She's
number.
like, put it on this,
on
and then put it on that.
Put it on that. Fucking winning. And I just want to put it out there. She was supposed to be my right hand man in roulette the whole damn time, and
lost
she
all
was
your money.
losing my money.
$40.
well, that'll
Hey,
happen.
And she wins all of
Hey,
his
I think
back.
the problem is you need more capital. She can't work.
Scared
with
money don't make money,
$40,
you know?
You know what I'm saying?
She had $20 with him.
if
yeah,
Bob-
but it was more desperate there.
if Bobby was here,
God.
he'd say, "Scared money don't make money." You know what I mean?
Yeah, Bobby's money scares me. yeah, for
Okay.
sure.
But
That's
all
a
that to
post-show
say,
conversation.
We hit less than an hour in Bellagio, lost it all, made it all, lost it all for
We
others.
lived.
We died. We lived again.
Came back to life.
Resurrection.
Yep.
And
Mormons.
we died in our boots.
And we died with our boots on.
Guys, that is awesome.
And we headed home.
I can't believe it.
And
Wow.
we got home.
I was waiting to hear all the stories, and they lived up to the hype.
Oh, and
I'll
there's
tell you that
I'm sure
much.
there's more stories in there.
There's thousands.
well,
I'll be hearing
Oh,
about it the
thousands.
next
listen,
year.
forever.
listen. We could be here all night, but the episode's only so long, you know.
and we have a post show to talk
We got a
about.
post show.
Oh, Annie, you
When
gonna take it?
I-
Go ahead.
Was almost Mormon.
When Annie was almost Mormon. Thank you, Patreon. Thank you, Texas Roadhouse. We love you all. Check us next week when we're all 4 of us back together.
I hope.
Slayage.
Maybe.
On the couch as always, Annie the Skovmand. I'm Ryan.
I'm John.
And we'll see you next week on What the Podcast.
We really timed that perfectly. That little.
Yeah. I got to pee so bad.
I gotta get memory cards. For
Just
this
being
camera.
honest.
Oh.
I don't know how we get anything done with these. I'll kill myself before I crunch a cockroach.
Something with a cockroach.